What's up, guys? First day of the week.
What's up, boy? Monday
na ulit, no?
Monday. Yes, sir. Monday. And wala pa din masyadong nangyayari sa Philippine basketball.
Pero marami na nangyayari sa bansa.
Marami na nangyayari sa bansa. Hindi pa rin, no show si BBM. Ang dami na nangyayari, pero sa basketball wala na nangyayari, guys. Pero meron namang konti. By the way, so no Saturday ata ng umaga, nag-send sa akin ng dalawang voice message si Ali Pic. As in voice message, bro. Like sa Instagram voice message. So parang ako pagising ko, parang anong voice message to? Kinakabahan pa ako i-play. Anong problema nito si Manmount? Nagkikwento lang siya, bro. As in sinabi lang niya parang, brother, Happy New Year. Yung boses pa niya, brother, Happy New Year. Wait na. Tingnan mo. Napiplay. Siguro naman napiplay pa ulit yung sinend niya sa akin. Ito. Ito yung boses pa lang, bro.
Hey, Happy New Year, Mikey. So listen, next time you have Jared on, you can bring up one of his drivers.
As in, nagkikwento lang siya. As in, dalawang isang 30 seconds tsaka isang 1 minute. Tapos sinabi lang niya, di ba, boses pa lang no? Hey, Mikey, Happy New Year. Ayun, alam mo, Ali. So, wala, nagkwento lang siya literal dun sa 1 minute niya. Nagkwento lang siya. So sabi ko, bro, you really need to get on the pod. Kasi, wala, parang feeling ko ano lang niya yun. Wala lang, gusto lang niya magkwento. Madaldal siya.
Feeling ko sobrang bored na rin niya.
Feeling ko sobrang bored na rin niya. So I was like, okay, I'll message you on Monday. And then we'll set something up para maging guest natin siya this week. Siyempre, take 2 na to, guys, kasi hindi natuloy yung una namin. And then, yesterday, nag-message si Jolo Tamayo. Sabi ko, ba't nag-message to Brad? Ganoon pa siya. Mikey, balita, ganyan. Hindi ko nakikita yung mga post mo ngayon na gumanon siya. Siguro kala niya, blinak ko siya or something. Sabi ko, bro, hindi lang ako nagpo-post ngayon talaga. Nasa hiatus ako kasi may sakit ako last week. Ganyan. Tapos, siya din daw. So, ano daw, pwede ba daw siya? As in, trip lang din niya mag-guest sa pod. Ganyan. Sabi ko, sige, ay na. Tapos admin community. Tutuwa siya sa community. Hindi niya alam na may community number 1. Hindi niya rin alam na ganun kadami yung tao. So sabi niya, ano pag-uusapan natin? Sabi ko, bro, kung bahala sa'yo. Anong kaya pag-uusapan natin? Wait lang pupost lang ako. Pag-post ko gano'n, labas lahat ng questions biglang, ang dami po lang tao dito. Sabi ko, basta topic, madali kumuha sa post sa community.
Di na uubusan.
Di na uubusan.
Ako, mga close to 4 a.m. na ako natulog kanina.
Meron pa din, bro.
Ang dami pa rin, pare.
Ngayon lang ako nag-Facebook. Nakada-refresh ko ng notifications ko.
Bro.
May bago.
Marami.
So, Ali Pic wants to guest on Saturday. On Saturday, this week. Tanongin ko ako gusto niya punta sa community para siya manggulo siya doon. Para may bouncer tayo. Pag may toxic, tangina si Ali Pic ang sasagot sa inyo.
Tsaka doon sigurado di siya mabobore. Baka magsawa pa siya doon.
Kaya lang baka biglang mapa-English yung mga bata natin sa community. Hindi, pero yun nga. Both of them will guest this week. I'll try to get more guests. Sige, I'll try because it's more, kumbaga, parang nasa bahay lang ngayon di ba? So, sige, we'll try to get more guests this week. I promise y'all. Okay? Yun. Kumusta weekend, brother?
Okay naman. Ayun.
Wala naman
pala. Wala namang diferensya
No, wala naman nga pala. Hindi ko
nga tayo nag-record ng episode.
Totoo, yun lang.
Yun lang yung diferensya.
Walang episode. Sunday kahapon, di ko naramdaman. Sobrang walang, kasi yung condo ko, kitang-kita ko yung Katipunan. Sobrang walang tao. Sobrang walang tao.
Ghost town,
bro. More so yesterday. Pero usually, kahit ngayon, Monday, walang tao. So hopefully everybody's at home, everybody's safe because it's crazy outside right now. So ingat lang tayo lahat, mga kaibigan. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Pero may updates siya.
Alright. Konting updates lang. Chairman Ricky Vargas has opened the possibility of EASL team joining the PBA in the near future. It's a Hong Kong-based team, Hong Kong Eagles ata ba yun? Something like that. But wala silang mother league, so they mainly play talaga sa EASL. So their players are made up of players from Macau, Hong Kong, China, ganun. And when they join the PBA, they will adjust to our rules na one import lang when it's usually two imports in the EASL. The main reason why he made this happen is because they want to have the PBA gain an international market sa China, sa Hong Kong, sa Macau, and the whole region. So I think it's gonna be better exposure for the PBA in general, and also for this team that's also trying to gain a market here in the Philippines. And it's also more to foster greater relationship with the other leagues and teams here in the region. Para hindi na tayo, it's not more of a competition, but more of tulungan na lang to build basketball here in the region.
Yeah, it's a good move. Especially now, medyo nauuso ngayon yung mga international, di ba? Nauuso yung mga may team, kaya pala parang iba yung kulay. Ayun, nauuso yung mga teams, or nauuso yung mga nagsasama-sama. It's a good move, especially for exposure. But basketball-wise, tatambakan to, feeling ko. Kasi Hong Kong, bro eh!
Oh, pare.
Bro,
Lagi naman eh. If it's a team from Hong Kong, it's always a sure win.
Buti nga bumanat ka pa ng may China eh. Baka meron silang mga taga-China. So baka may magagaling. But if it's purely Hong Kong, bro, basketball-wise no toxicity here. Pero alam naman natin na tatambakan yan pag Hong Kong yan, bro. Lilit na mga taga-Hong Kong, di ba? So, still, good exposure. Hopefully lang, malakas yung team. Honestly, hopefully lang malakas yung team. Because if it's not a strong team, wala ding manunood. Yeah, maybe the first game. Pero pag tinambak
I'm sure alam naman nila na if they're gonna send a purely Hong Kong based team.
Kaya pa yung panalo ng Blackwater,
walang chance yan.
Kaya pa yung panalo ng Blackwater, bro. Sa totoo lang. Come on, kahit Blackwater, kaya talunin yung Hong Kong.
Puta, kahit mga college teams kaya.
Facts, bro. Hong Kong eh. So, hopefully lang, yung i-field nila, if hindi man powerhouse na lalaban dun sa mga SMC teams, hopefully, middle of the pack. Kasi kung talunan yan yung magiging bagong Blackwater, dinagdagan mo lang tayo ng, di ba, parang manunod sila for the first, ito lang yan guys, people will watch if the team is winning. Gano'n naman in any sport. In any sport, in any league, people watch the teams that win. So kung hindi rin mananalo yan, wala din. Hopefully competitive. Hindi man powerhouse, competitive. Pero, sabi mo Hong Kong eh. So right away naisip ko, sabi ko, tatambakan agad ni na Pugoy yan. Favorite ko talaga si Pugoy. Tatambakan agad ni na Matthew Wright yan. Di ba? So, yun lang yung naiisip ko. So, we'll see. But still, great move for PBA. It shows that they're trying to evolve. It shows that they're listening to the people. It's just not as easy as people think na dapat ganito. Baguhin na lang nila. Hindi ganun yun eh. So, it's good. It's a good move. Hopefully, it pushes through. I don't know how it's gonna push through with what's happening right now, but sana lang competitive. If the team is competitive, perfect move, man. Go on ahead.
Definitely. All right. So, next up, go a little bit to the NBA. Recently, I think it was their game against Boston. And Julius Randle was being booed like a lot of the time during that game. It was a close game, and but eventually I think they won naman that game against Boston. But Julius Randle, when he scored a basket during the game, he did the thumbs down to the crowd. Kasi parang sobrang napuno na siya dun sa booing ng crowd. Siguro he expected na dahil home court yan, he expected them to cheer them on even when they were down. But ako, in my opinion, tama yung sinabi ni Kenny sa Inside the NBA. The fans have only two things to do. They're gonna boo you or they're gonna cheer you. If you're playing well, then they're gonna cheer you. If you're not, they're definitely gonna boo you. What do you expect?
Well, coming from Julius Randle, yung perspective niya, it sucks din naman na parang pag nananalo kami, cheer kayo. Pag natatalo kami, bubu nyo kami. Pwede namang kahit natatalo, gisingin nyo kami. But it doesn't have to be booing. I think it's just the standards in New York is just crazy, man. Because you don't hear this in Golden State. Pag medyo may araw na 1 of 10 si Steph, hindi naman binubu si Steph, di ba? So, and I think their team, yung New York itself, iba yung standard nila sa yung New Yorkers.
It's crazy.
Iba yung standard din na parang blue collar ba? Blue, di ba? Blue color yung city na yun eh. So, it's a crazy city, but at the same time, if I were Julius Randle kasi, you don't play for the fans eh. Whether you play well or not, parang bahala kayo. Basta kami, lalaro kami, gusto namin mag-champion, di ba? Nag-sorry siya. Nag-statement siya, nag-sorry siya. I think he was just carried away. Medyo mainit lang din talaga siguro nung time na yun. Kasi down sila eh. By a lot, di ba? Yun yung 25 points, di ba?
Yeah.
So they were getting booed when they were down 25. And then they start coming back. Chini-cheer sila. And then they get the win because of that 3-pointer by RJ Barrett. But if you think about it, if you're down 25, medyo boo, ano naman yun? Medyo boo potential naman talaga yung down 25. Buti kung tipong down 5 lang, binubu na kayo. Pero hindi, down 25 eh. So, I think we can all agree na nadala ng emosyon si Julius Randle. Siya din naman, nag-sorry din siya. So, other than that, for the fans, sana naman, kumbaga be behind your team, win or lose. Especially sa NBA, parang iba yung loyalty doon kasi city-city yun.
Oo.
Diba? So,
but, New York is a crazy,
pero pare,
crazy fan base.
Pare, Ateneo, as great as Ateneo is, I covered in the UAAP the only first half that they entered the dugout down in the whole UAAP season, 82. The only game against FU sa MOA, that is the only game na they went to the dugout down by 4 ata sila kay Coach Olsen nun. Hindi nagbubuo yung mga tao, pero rinig mo yung jeers. Ateneo na yun, bro. Like, sanay na sa panalo lagi.
Ayun na nga eh. Sanay sila sa panalo. So, maybe when they're nila. Down like that, yeah.
Pari, down 4. Down 4, down 3. Tapos parang yung atmosphere, tahimik yung buong Ateneo. Parang kami, tangina magigisig lang naman yun. Pagpasok ng halftime, kami ni Boom Gonzales yung parang, oh my gosh, paglabas nito ng halftime, on lang nila, tapos tatak. And which did happen, right? When they went in, third quarter, tinambakan na nila FU. So, you can't blame the fans at the same time, but, wala eh. Nadala ng emosyon si Julius Randle. Nadala ng emosyon.
Which brings me to this post by Kwame Brown. I don't know if you've seen this. Yeah,
i-close mo kanina.
Oh. Yeah. For me, okay, what he was trying to say here.
Ano muna siya?
Yeah, I'll read it. They used to force me to work out. Okay, basta the gist was like, if that's what a loser looks like, then more black boys should become losers. Basically, he was saying that they made him the poster boy for being a bust in the NBA, for being a loser.
Yeah.
He lasted 12 years in the NBA, and y'all made me the poster boy for being a loser. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So basically what he's saying here is he graduated naman from high school with honors, and he was qualified for a scholarship to attend college in the University of Florida, but he decided to go into the NBA. Yeah. He was saying that he was put through a lot of hardship and a lot of bullying, and he said that if you guys experienced what I experienced, you would look for the highest bridge for you to jump on.
Yeah.
For me,
ano na lang parang pity na lang.
Oh, I think he's trying to look for sympathy na lang eh. Kasi for me, okay, yeah. I mean, you're a young man going into a man's league. You should have known the severity of the decision that you made, especially when you began to experience these things. And he's not the first player naman to come out of high school and join the NBA. I mean, Kobe was able to survive that. I mean, maybe he's not Kobe Bryant, but you should have known what you were going into. This post is nothing more than looking for sympathy for me.
Yeah, mangkakampi. I think if you benefit of the doubt, iba din yung I think if Kwame Brown went to another team, it wouldn't be this bad. Pero sumakto siya kasi kay MJ.
Oh, pa.
So
si MJ,
iba yung standard.
We MJ. All know that. We all know for a fact. Even all his teammates, everybody, for the greatest player that he is, arguably, he's the worst teammate. Asshole.
So I was thinking, if you think about it, if those 2-3 air balls ni Kobe Bryant nung rookie siya. You do that on MJ's team. Patay ka rin kay MJ. So, minalas si Kwame na yun yung nangyari. Yun yung journey niya which start siya kay MJ, napunta siya kay Kobe. Like, he was with crazy names, crazy legends who make you accountable for everything. That was the path. And you failed. Let's just face it, he failed. Okay. If I were him, wag mo nang i-justify. Kumbaga ganun
yes, yun na
like, wag mo lang i-justify. Talagang, namintis ko yung 2 free throw eh. Kumbaga, hindi na ako uupo dito, tapos i-explain ko sa mga tao, guys, hindi nyo alam kung anong ginawa ko. No,
yeah.
I mean, alam nyo lang. Lahat naman tayo may pinagdadaanan eh. Tsaka lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan. Lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang trials sa buhay. Huwag mo na ipagyabang yung trials na nagawa mo yung paraan. Umabot ako dito. Like, at the end of the day, what people see are what people see. So if people see your failures, they don't see your successes, then let them be. Walang tayong magagawa eh, di ba? So, parang, as a person lang din, ako, I don't see the point of shouting na ito yung mga nagawa ko, guys. So, guys, ito yung mga nagawa ko. So, mabilib kayo sa akin. Hindi eh. Like, if someone's disappointed in your career, what you did, wala namang nagsabi na lumaki sa mayaman si Kwame Brown. Hindi naman eh. Ito yung nakita namin. Ito yung nasa spotlight eh. Kasi ito yung napanood namin yung career mo. Hindi ko naman alam kung ano nangyari sa'yo nung high school ka eh. Hindi ko alam kung ano nangyari sa'yo bago ka mag-high school, growing up. So no one knows those things. So hindi yun ang pag-uusapan. No one's ever gonna argue for you and say, hindi, pero nung lumalaki si Kwame Brown, ito yung nangyari sa kanya. Wala may alam eh. Diba? Ito yung nakita sa spotlight. So you just have to live with that. Marami din namang bust eh. Si Olowokandi, si Bennett. Diba? Marami ring bust. Sa PBA, marami ring bust. Pero wala kang magagawa. So sometimes lang, I don't know, personality na lang siguro yun. Na parang quiet ka lang. Diba? Quiet ka lang.
I mean, control kasi what you can control. I mean, everybody is a victim of circumstance, but not everybody will dwell on that and just not move on from it. Pwede ka nang parati bumawi. Control what you can control. Be the master of your fate. I mean, lahat naman minamala sa buhay, pero you can make yourself lucky. You can chase your dream. You can make it happen.
Yun yung parang dun eh. Si Kwame Brown. Okay, you failed as a basketball player. I failed as a basketball player. Okay, I failed as a basketball player. Kwame Brown was number 1 pick. I was the second to the last pick in the whole draft. Pareho kaming wala. Hindi ako nag-pro. Siya, loser. Okay, loser tayo. But it's like, will you live that? Or will you like find a way to get out of that hole?
Yes.
Na yun lang ang tingin sa'yo. So, hanggang ngayon, yun pa din yung sinasabi ng tao. Why? You haven't shown us something to overpower yung pagka-loser niya. Hindi pa niya na-overpower eh. Ngayon, nagsistart siya ng podcast. Then good. Pero parang yung hate dun sa, I don't know. Parang para sa akin, if you enter a different field, sino bang mga bust na si Brandon Roy, hindi naman bust, pero like injured. Ngayon, people look at him, coach na siya. Penny Hardaway, coach na. Si Grant Hill, kahit ganun-ganun yun, ngayon, analyst na. Diba? So, you can start anew. You can still be Kwame Brown, but be a different type of Kwame Brown. Diba? So, bakit nandun ka pa din?
Yeah, exactly.
So ano ngayon, if people say loser ka, pero isa naman ako sa mga pinaka magagaling na artist, pinaka magagaling na writer, storyteller, di ba? So people, you gotta reintroduce yourself. Yun na lang, reintroduce yourself. If you're not happy with your former image, reintroduce yourself. Pero reintroducing yourself doesn't mean, pero ito naman mga nagawa ko dati. Hindi nga eh. Failure nga yung player ka eh. Failure yun. So ano ngayon? Bata ka pa eh. Diba? So, wala lang tayo magagawa. Kwame Brown yun. Pero yun lang naman yung suggestion. So for the people watching right now, if you failed in your first dream, I failed in my first dream. Javi failed in his first dream. So what's your next dream? It doesn't have to be, I'm a failure in basketball, tapos na buhay ko. Hindi eh. Diba?
Yeah.
Ang ganda nung ginawang post ni Juno. I know it was a fun post, pero ang ganda because na-realize mo na parang, Yung start bench cut, Mikee Hooper, Mikee analyst. I know it was for fun, but if you think about it, then even if we failed as hoopers, you and me, we failed as hoopers, we made something out of nothing. We did something else. We didn't sit here and say, tangina, hindi ako nag-PBA. Wala na. 'Di ba? Biglang may ibang title, biglang may ibang hat. And that's important. Hindi pwedeng first dream mo, pag nagkamali ka doon, hindi ka natuloy, wala na, tapos ka na. Hindi. So,
life doesn't stop there, man.
Life doesn't stop there, man. You just gotta detour. Detour mo lang. 'Di ba? At the end of the day naman, ang dream natin lahat is happiness. Yun lang, happiness.
Yeah.
So, if happiness is not gonna come from here, then detour, go to the other side. Baka merong happiness doon. 'Di ba? Yun naman yung constant search for happiness. Hindi naman yung constant search for a basketball career. 'Di ba? So, yun lang. I don't know. Parang, tama ka, sympathy nga lang. Manap ng kakampi.
Yeah.
Tapos ano pa naman pare, human nature pa naman na pag mas defensive ang isang tao, mas masarap pasarin.
Oo, yun na nga eh. That's why he's not making anything better. In fact, he's putting himself more below. He's digging himself a hole once again.
Kasi pag inisip
little by little, kinakalimutan na ng mga tao kung ano nangyari sa career niya eh. Tapos biglang sasabihin niya to, this comes up. I mean, come on, man. Parang, you're just putting yourself down.
Everybody has a moment in their career na forgettable.
Oo.
Like kunyari si ano lang eh, si Delonte West lang eh nung nagre-recover na siya, ang ganda ulit ng image niya, ngayon bumagsak ulit. Pero pwede mong iangat yung sarili mo. Hindi ko alam bakit he continues to dwell on that. Pero
everybody has their lowest moments.
Has their whole. Yeah, exactly. So it's up to you if you're gonna stay there, if you're gonna dwell on that, or you're gonna move on. Siya mismo kailangan niya mag-move on. He's a great analyst, by the way. When he's talking,
really, I haven't heard him.
Pero articulate siya, marunong siya magsalita eh. Medyo nakikita ko lang.
I mean,
may hate nga lang
namang matalino siya.
Exactly. So,
all right. Moving on. So we've seen the PBA free agency unfold over the weekend. We had Rodney Brondel sign with Ginebra. With Alaska, and then Nards Pinto signing with Ginebra, both on 3-year deals.
Yeah, Brondel didn't sign with Alaska. Brondel signed with San Miguel.
San Miguel.
San Miguel. No, he didn't sign with Alaska. Tama.
He didn't sign with Alaska.
Yeah.
He didn't sign with Alaska. He signed with San Miguel.
Yeah.
Okay. So Willie Marshall and the board have said that they will wait for this. This is kind of like a trial period for this new rule.
Yeah.
But if they will see if this will create an imbalance in the league, if it will be good for the league, titingnan pa nila daw. So they will review it. Titingnan muna nila. And we said nung last week that this is good for the players because it gives them the liberty
but it's not good for the league.
Choose. But how do you think this will benefit the league? I mean, anong klaseng measures ang kailangan ilagay para maging balance at para maging good for the players and for the league?
The only reason why this works in the NBA is because lahat naman ng teams sa NBA mayaman eh. Even yung low market teams, like let's say Milwaukee, they can afford to give Giannis a supermax. Yung mayaman lang doon is big market team, small market team. Pero yung small market team doon, lumalaban. Kumbaga may pera din kami, Phoenix, ganyan-ganyan.
I mean, Milwaukee won a championship.
Exactly, because they have money. Any team in the league, in the NBA, can win a chip. Because any team in the league, they have money. The question is lang, syempre, saan? Siyempre, gusto ng mga players, kung saan nila gusto, saan sila lumaki, ganyan. But the thing is, money-wise, pare-pareho lang halos lahat yan. Here's the thing lang, parang alam na natin may imbalance sa PBA. I like the rule for the players, but if you think about it, hindi ba obvious na yung kaya ng Blackwater, iba sa kaya ng San Miguel, iba sa kaya ng MVP? So if I was Rodney Brondel, we know that Alaska is a non-MVP SMC team. Parang Parang Phoenix, rain or shine. And we know that Alaska follows the cap. If I'm not mistaken, sila nga lang yung talagang we follow the cap. If not just
they really stick to the rules.
Rain or shine din ata.
Fred thanks to make sure that his team follows the rules.
Iba yung class ng Alaska. I think rain or shine din, they follow the cap. Phoenix follows the cap. Now, alam naman natin that a lot of teams don't follow the cap because they have the luxury of not following the cap. So si Rodney Brondial, isipin na lang ito lang, ako lang to isipin nyo, Rodney Brondial. Magaling si Rodney Brondial. Is he the superstar of Alaska? No. But they follow the cap. So kung may max ako, siguro si Geronteng. Tama, di ba? Parang yun lang naman ang max potential dun, di ba? So, Geronteng. If the cap is 450, Geronteng is 450, Brondial would probably be in the 200s, 300s, di ba? If you go to a different team, the cap is million. Di ba? So, 1 million. Let's say 1 million. Hindi ko alam kung sino. So, pwede si Rodney Brondial sa 450. Ibig sabihin, maliit yung 450 doon sa team na yon. So, yung maliit ni Rodney Brondial sa Alaska, malaki, pero maliit pa din yun doon sa ibang team na pwede puntahan. So, doon pa lang, obvious ba? Si Pinto. Meralco na to, bro. MVP na to. Still chose to go to SMC. We all know na malamang yung SMC when it comes to that. Okay, sige na, lagyan nyo ng toxicity, hindi kasi pina-follow yung cap, blah, 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 blah. Pero if you think about it, gano'n na talaga. Yun yung kailangan nila hanapan ng cap. I just don't know how. I don't know how. Kasi ang sagot nga doon is the cap eh.
Mm-hmm.
But how? Alam mo, question. Another question.
Even kasi with their... Okay.
Yung cap mo is 450, 475 eh. Somewhere there. No?
Yeah.
Question. Ano ba ang hindi nasusunod? Yung max or yung cap ng buong team? Kasi di ba dapat may buong team din?
Actually, di ko rin alam. But
pero
I
dapat
know...
may buong team din, di ba?
Meron dapat.
Parang NBA.
But basta alam ko the max is really 450, 475. 450.
So paano pag 450 mo lahat? Let's say 450 mo yung buong team mo. 450 lang. Bawal pa din ata eh.
Bawal yata yun eh. Bawal yata yun.
Kasi may team cap. May salary cap.
I think there's a team cap. And I think the problem here in the PBA and maybe in the Philippines in general is you may have these rules set, you have those caps set. Pero kasi laging may under the table na nagaganap and walang nagbabantay nun. And wala ring umaamin na gumagawa nun. That is the main problem. Because in the NBA, yun nga, I mean, they have no problem with money. So, I mean, wala naman siguro mga under table na nagaganap because they have a lot.
Transparent.
They have a lot of endorsements. Transparency. That is the problem in the PBA, I think.
Kaya lang, hindi kasi transparent dito eh. Even if hindi PBA. Like let's say trabaho ka sa call center.
Kaya mo yung nangyayari kay EJ Obiena.
Hindi transparent
problem.
Hindi transparent dito. Like I think meron talaga tayong law na hindi mo kailangan i-disclose yung sweldo mo. Sa States kasi parang alam mo talaga yung mga sweldo ng mga tao. Dito kasi parang, I don't know, ethics siguro yun or something. Like hindi siya normal. Like di ba nga bastos dito yung magkano kinikita mo sa isang buwan? Bastos dito yun. Like, you ask me that. Yeah. I hate it when people ask me, magkano kinikita mo sa pag-analyst mo per game? Like, you don't ask those questions. In the States, parang feeling ko normal yun kasi alam natin na ganito yung pera ni Giannis eh. Diba? Ni LeBron, first billionaire, ganyan-ganyan. Diba? So, yun, parang hindi lang talaga siya normal. So, dito, I don't know how to fix it, to be honest. Like, I've come to accept it na lang. Na,
yun na nga eh.
Wala eh. Rain or shine needs to find a way to win even if they follow the cap.
Yeah.
Yun. Which they did before. So it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I think it's the reality na lang that we have to accept because it's a double-edged sword having no transparency in terms of the financial things here. But yun nga eh, sobrang hirap. It's not just as easy as saying that we should do this, we should do that. There are a lot of things that you have to go through. It's really, really complicated.
Again, guys, We know na may mali. Mali yun. Mali na walang cap. Mali na hindi sinusunod yung max. Mali na hindi fair. But, I choose to... Kahit naman magreklamo ako dito araw-araw, ilang podcast na nagrereklamo araw-araw. ilang media person ang nagrereklamo araw-araw. You have to change this, you have to change that, you have to change this. May nangyari ba? Wala. Kasi nga hindi ganun kadali eh. So this podcast chooses to, tara, enjoy na lang natin. Yan ang PBA natin ngayon eh. Yan ang PBA sa lifetime natin. Let's face it, yan ang PBA. Yan ang Pro League sa lifetime natin. So, every time MPBL na, but yan ang Pro League. Enjoy natin. Anong pwede natin pag-usapan? Ano ang magagandang bagay sa PBA? Pag-usapan natin yun. But if you ask us, honestly, alam naman natin na paano mo ayusin yun. Paano mo nga ba ayusin yun? Wala akong maisip. Cap is the solution which hindi na susunod. So, I don't know what's the next move. So, if I were them, if they can't fix the cap, huwag nyo na rin gawin yung kahit saan. Diba? Kasi, believe me, aalis lahat yan.
So, what we're trying to say is, let's just enjoy basketball.
Brother, alam mo, mahirap dyan. Dalawang role player pa lang yan, ha? Isipin
yun na nga. Ang daming mga marquee names dun sa 2014.
Sino ba? Jericho Cruz, Stanley Pringle, Kwame.
Stanley.
Imagine, let's just say Kwame Chongson. Imagine how much money he can make if he moves to a different team. Come on.
May isa tayong member ng community, si Rahulas Nani. Sabi niya sa akin, when we were talking about this sa Instagram, sabi niya sa akin, Wami to Meralco. Sabi ko, ha? Kailan?
Pandi pa. Pero
sabi ko, nga ka na Homer Sison mo ako dun, ha?
Pero Norman
yun na nga, pare. Sabi ko, wow, shit, sobra solid, good for Wami. Reunited with Norman, but hindi pa pala nangyayari.
Kaya nga, so imagine nyo kung yung stars ang magsilipatan.
It's crazy. I mean, the potential for the big names from the small teams to move
alam mo kung ano
to
pwede?
The bigger teams.
Alam mo kung ano pwede? Yung sa NBA, yung pag inoferan ko, kailangan mo i-match. Yun.
Ganun naman talaga nung una eh.
Hindi ngayon, kunyari ngayon, si Pinto. Inofera ni Hinebra ng, let's say, minax ni Hinebra, 450. Pag minatch ni Meralco, dapat stay siya sa Meralco.
That was the rule before. And that is the rule pa rin for players who were drafted before 2014. Ganun
so
pa rin. Okay. Hindi pa rin nag-a-apply yung bagong rule. So yun yung
binago.
Yun yung binago. Because before the rule was yung mother team has always...
Ganun, di ba? Restricted. Agent.
Basta the mother team always has the right to first refusal. So, kung hindi na talaga gusto ng mother team, kung gusto na talaga na i-drop yung player na yon, then they are free to go.
Yeah.
And if ayaw pa nila bitawan, all they need to do is match the offer from any team that's trying to lure them. That's it.
I'd rather go with that. Was that what was happening pre-Pinto?
Yeah.
Brundial? Okay. Doon ako. Kasi
that's why before sa PBA walang concept ng unrestricted free agent.
Lahat restricted.
Oo.
Baka nga dapat ganun. Maybe that's the way. Malas ka na lang kung na-draft ka sa non-SMC team.
It was in the time of Commissioner Chito Salud that rule was conceived and then ngayon na lang in-implement.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. But yeah, tama naman. Dalawa pa lang yan at role player pa lang pareho yan. Good luck.
So there are more fireworks.
Good luck
to
pag
be seen
pa.
in the coming days.
Tsaka hindi ko gets pare bakit sa gitna ng Dito lang kasi sa Pilipinas well if you think about it, nagulo din kasi. Nagulo yung timeline.
Tsaka feel ko kasi ginawa nila yan ng end of the year kasi tatlong conference yung isang season. So parang nangyayari tatlong off-season.
Nagulo.
Yung nangyayari.
Tsaka guys, people kasi binasi bakit middle of the season. Yung kontrata ni Pinto, ni Brondial, these were contracts pre-pandemic. So if you think about it, ngayon naman talaga yung draft, di ba? Or December, November after the college season. So sakto naman. Nag-iba lang yung timeline kaya biglang naging gitna ng conference. Pandemic lang kasi. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna fix it but They have to. They have to because magkakagulo pare. Lahat magiging lamang na nga eh. Lalamang palalo kasi may pera.
Baka magka-well ka bigla sa PBA.
Magkakagulo
magkakudeta.
Magkakagulo, bro. Sobrang magkakagulo. Okay.
Well,
what else?
I mean, yeah. That's politics in Philippine basketball.
Yeah, we have to live with it. Klay Thompson right now is playing 2 points pa lang since nung napanood natin. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, but Lance Stephenson has been playing like an all-star the past 2 games. 30 points against Brooklyn, 20 in the first quarter, in fact. And then yung next game niya, I think 16 points and 14 assists.
Bro!
Klay
Thompson with a poster.
Oh!
Poster dunk, bro.
A dunk?
Oh, poster dunk, bro. Ito, nasa, si Andre Casa nag-post. Yeah, he dunked on Jared Allen ata to. Oh, and then kinross over niya. Yeah, he dunked on 2 Cavs. I like it. I like how someone asked in the community, is it tougher physically or mentally? Mentally for sure. Coming back from an injury. Especially if dalawang injury ka. Kasi nandun na sa utak mo yun eh.
And these 2 injuries were career-threatening injuries. Hindi sila basta-basta. ACL and Achilles, 2 of the hardest injuries to come back from.
Grabe yung dalawang yun. I did ACL, so grabe. So, it's harder mentally for sure. Pero look at Klay, man. So inspirational.
Yeah.
Diba? So, that's ano pa ba? Wala naman Yun lang. Klay Thompson, hopefully
that's pretty much it.
But guys, the Golden State Warriors is going to be crazy, especially when Klay gets his legs back under him. Yung timing niya. Siyempre yung timing niya, babalik pa rin naman yan. But yeah. Lastly, Bol Bol gets traded. Finally, Bol Bol is traded.
I really believe this guy.
This is the guy that every off-season, it's Bol Bol's year.
Lagi siya hina-hype, di ba?
Tapos bilang di siya gagamitin. Which, by the way, you can't, ito yung gusto ko sa NBA eh. Pag hindi ikaw ang core ko, kahit sobrang hype mo, sino ba to? Si Malone, di ba? Si Malone to, di ba? Si Mike Malone. Oh. So, tama naman si Mike Malone eh. Ito yung core ko eh. Bol Bol is on the bench. Bol Bol, bench warmer yan. Okay, so let's just trade him. Finally, tinrade nila. I can't fault the Nuggets for this because wala eh. Talagang meron silang core eh. Hindi ko alam sino yung...
Yeah, I mean, why fix what ain't broke, diba?
Kaya nga. So, good thing na tinrade nila. Good for Bol Bol. Good for the Nuggets. Na pinabayaan nila yung potential ng bata na mag-blossom sa iba. And then, great for Detroit. Puta na. Grabe.
Yeah, I mean...
Si McGruder lang ang tinrade nila. Tsaka isang second round pick. Tapos may star potential to eh.
Meron pare. I really believe this guy can ball out if given the proper team and the proper opportunity. And I think Detroit is a good avenue for him to showcase his talent, especially it's a young team.
Si Detroit Thibs, di ba?
Hindi pare, si Thibs sa New York.
New York pala yan. Sorry.
Mga coach sa Detroit yan.
Sorry. Derrick Rose ang iniisip ko sa Detroit. Ang tagal na pala nun. Putang ina New York. Sino nga ba Detroit?
I forgot na. Hindi ko masyado nasusundan yung Detroit. Eh.
Okay. Dwayne Casey.
Dwayne Casey. Okay. But they have Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes.
Mga player dito. Sina Hayes. Yun. Tama. Dati kasi si
Sadiq Bey.
Si Derrick Rose nandiyan. So it's a young team. It's a young team. Alam mo sa New York na. It's a young team. So, sasakto siya. Kasi on the way up lahat. Diba? So, yeah. This is a good move for all parties. Congrats to Bol Bol. Finally, sana malabas yung niya. Lumabas yung laro niya. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have it.
All right. So, I think
18.
Exciting episode that we have tomorrow.
Si Steph ang gumago 18 points si Steph. I think we'll have tomorrow. Jolo Tamayo tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Ano yan? 18 points si Steph in 18 minutes.
He had 14 points actually nung first quarter pa lang. So, na-stop siya ng konti siguro.
Gago yung supalpal ni Ja Morant, oh. Putong dalawang kamay sa board, gago. Uy, itong ulo sa Ulo nasa ring, tiga mo. Kaka-approve ko lang sa community. Ulo nasa ring, gago. Tangin ng Jamorant yan. Baliw. But yeah, we'll have Jolo tomorrow. Thank you very much for all the support. Hopefully you all had a good weekend. We're gonna have a good week ahead. More hoops talk tomorrow. Hopefully may mga mapag-usapan ulit. So keep the ano coming. Keep the topics coming. Kasi medyo wala talaga.
Walang Mavs questions
wala tayong Mavs. Nakakasawa na eh. Honestly. Nothing against Mavs again na. Puta, people will think na naman. No, it's just, it's such a lazy question to ask Jolo Tamayo. Ano nangyari sa Mavs? Sobrang lazy. Like there are so many things that is happening in Jolo's career right now as a trainer and all that. Like let's think about our questions naman. Huwag natin sayangin, di ba? So we're not even
si Jolo yung guest, hindi si Mavs.
Oh, and we're not even gonna spend 1 minute talking about his Mavs career or whatever. No, we're gonna talk about true focus, what he thinks of blah 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 blah. So we'll see tomorrow. All right, always a good time when we have a guest over here. All right, thank you very much for all the support, guys. Please hit the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, add Shoot First Community on Facebook and join the fun. The name is Mikee Reyes.
This is Javi Palanya.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.